Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. A couple of, maybe last week I was helping, or this week I was helping somebody design this. And there's just and he sent me his finished product that he sent to the customer for approval. And there's a couple things I want to go over with him. One, I did send him the font, he downloaded, but he'd already aligned the nodes. But if you look here, the contour tool really over exaggerates what's off. So that's off. That's not a big deal. I do not like this whatsoever. There's a couple places, like the center part of the O is bigger than the other contours. And if I was doing it, I would just, I'm proud of you for what you did here. It looks good. I would maybe make his eye a little bit bigger, because he did tell me he's going to engrave them on leather mittens. And I hope you have something to practice with, because the difference between that black and that gray might not show up. It might be all black, which is going to be a little bit different, but I don't know. So what I would do, let's see if it's better with the real font. So let's take a 3-point curve line and go from right there to right there and kind of get that same arch. And now let's nudge that over. I'm telling you what, I'm going to change his nudge factor to 4. That way I can nudge it right back. So I'm going to take my text. It may be a little bit long, so I'm going to make it a little bit. And also this, it looks like it's, which I normally don't like to do, but that would be fine in this case. Now it's still a text. It's still the word cougar. So let's go to one. I'm going to make sure my line is correct and is going left to right, so that's good. Grab your text, fit text to path, and see that red line? That means we're pretty much in the center. Now also, mine might be a little bit spaced out more than yours. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the whole thing and go to Object and Group and break the text apart. And that way I can take my line out of this. Now I'm actually going to go up with it. I'm going to select that and make a copy, but then I'm going to take this and go left click, right click. And now basically there is, he draws in gray, order back of page. So basically it's black, transparent, and gray. So I'm going to take my text, and it's all, I'm going to go to Object and convert it to a curve. It's still a group, so the contour tool works. So we'll go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour, well, let me see, he's got it set on 0.1, and well, to the outside, and that's way too much. So let's go 0.01, see what that looks like. That might not be enough. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm going to back up here, and I'm going to go 2 steps. You know what? Let's go 0.02 and see what it looks like. See, we're already touching. So if we contour it in 2 steps, which we need, well, that's pretty good. But see, this is even now, and the space and the 0 are even. So we don't have to fill in the black. What I would do now is take my Smart Fill tool, and if you have something to test this with, I would definitely test it, because a lot of times, see, and that's all connected together. But see, that's so close that it's broken up. But what we're going to do here in just a second, let's go ahead and do them all. See, that looks a lot better. I don't know why is that doing that? Let's go to View and go to Wireframe. Oh, there's a box. some hidden ghost, something he was working on. And tell you what, let's nudge both these out of the way, get them off that box. So let's go back to view and enhanced, and let's actually take away this gray on this one, and now see if we can't fill it in, and that ghost figure won't do that. We could actually fill that in with maybe gray, maybe gray, maybe gray there. Then we probably need to do gray there. Well, what I would maybe do in this case, let's select it all, go up to object and break the 8 objects apart, and see if we can't change that a little bit. Go up to object, ungroup it. You'll have to click off your item, and then go up to object, break the curve apart. Then you can click on this little bitty item, just trying to make it look more realistic or more, so I'm holding down the shift key, but it didn't really work at that angle. But you could play around with that and then fill that in with gray. So now what I'm going to do, we've got it. I'd almost do the same thing to the center of the D. Let's take away the fill. Because really this should be in transparent. And see, that is a square where this is not. So since we've got it broken apart, let's go up to object, break that curve apart. Whoop. And then let's select just that. There must have been 2 curves. And now I'm going to take this, excuse me, and I'm going to go to the inside just one time, like 0.04. Too big. 0.02. Why is that not working? Okay, let's do this. See, that's a curve. It should go to the inside. Oh, it's now 0.02 is too big. 0.01. Wow. So if something like that ever happens, let's try this. Let's try taking the Smart Fill tool and filling that in and then nudging it over. Wouldn't you know, it'd be right there. I nudged it up. Let's left click, right click. Oh, see, it's just so little. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. Holding down the Shift key, I'm just going to bring it in a little bit. So now I can nudge that to the left and then down. I think that'll look a lot better if we get rid of the inside one, and then make this. So this is going to be our transparent version. This is going to be our fill. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now, because we kept this, I can just nudge it over. And I'm going to take a yellow box. That would bug me. Back a page. So everything yellow, see how much better this looks than his? And I'm not faulting him, but unless you get these little nodes aligned perfectly, it's not going to work. So now everything is more perfect. Now, don't forget to do this. Select it all and right click, no outline. What that did, it took away a black outline around that. So this should engrave a lot better. Now, if you have to do a lot of them, I would just go with this and try it. You know, you've got your center part. Let's break this apart. And let's move that over. And see, we didn't get the gray fill line. We also need to take away, there we go. Make sure that has no outline because it'll look better. So I'm going to right click no outline. Well, so that gray is an outline. So that's fine. And then I would just do the same thing to the hockey word. I mean, maybe I didn't contour enough, but this, you know, zoomed out, mine looks so much clearer. And then when you engrave this, you know, if the first one is not dark enough here, you can always lighten that up because it's all one piece. And so what you could do is grab this cougar, the black part, grab all that and make it a little bit darker. Whoop. You need to right click. Now that still has lines, so let's take the lines away. Whoop. And I would go with that right there. I still don't like this. I don't know why that's doing that. Let's add some lines. Whoop. I'm going to right click outline. I'm going to put no fill. I don't know why that did that, but what you could do is maybe bring that in. Actually, maybe bring this in more, or maybe even just delete that line. I guess it was trying to make it look better. I don't understand why that's right there. Oh, you know what? That might have been when I filled it in from the previous box. So let's just take the virtual segment delete key. Remember that ghost box. Yeah, there's that ghost box. So this way, and maybe also like right here, maybe just join these nodes and delete. Okay, we got two sets of lines, but it's not going to matter after we. So you can get rid of that. You know, the contour tool just overdoes everything when you contour. Let's get rid of those two nodes. Well, that changed it too much. Let's just get rid of one of the nodes. See, there's some double lines there somehow. So let's, I'm just trying, on a little bitty, like a mitten, it's not going to matter. Now, if we fill everything in with gray, and this time with that box gone, see how it all filled in all the way around? But don't forget to refill that, and that, and that. Now what I would do is definitely take all this and right click no outline, and then go right here, and let's see if that looks better on that G, and it does. That would be my suggestion. I don't know, you know, a lot of people are a little bit confused that this gray is going to engrave, and it should engrave lighter. I don't think the customer would have a problem if this was all black. Whoop. You know, whoop. You know, like that. Change all the gray to black. You still have that same deal. After one set of gloves, maybe just kind of look at it, or one mitten itself. Anyway, I hope that, I hate to critique too much stuff for people, but just trying to do the best for everybody. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.